Mr. President, we are so honored to have you with us this evening. Now let me begin. Good evening, President Sattlers, Excellencies, and friends of the U.S. Baltic Foundation. I am Maria Kivisild Ogrydziak, Board Chairman of the Foundation. Welcome to our annual celebration, the premier U.S. Baltic event of the year in Washington, D.C., to bring together leaders in government, culture, business, and education committed to partnerships and cooperation between the four independent nations of Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, and the United States. Please allow me to recognize and thank some very special people we have in attendance this evening. I would like to welcome the many foreign ambassadors we have with us. Please stand and be recognized. Latvian Ambassador to the United States, Andrejs Pildagovic. Latvian Ambassador to the United Nations, Norman Spanky. Estonian Ambassador to the United States, Väinö Reinart. Lithuanian Ambassador to the United States, Audrius Brūžga. Lithuanian Ambassador at Large, Vytas Naudužas. Croatian Ambassador to the United States, Kolinda Grabar-Kitarovic. And Georgian Ambassador to the United States, Batu Kutelia. Thank you very much. We are also joined this evening by Latvian State Secretary for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Andris Tikmanis, and Latvian Parliamentary Secretary for the Ministry of Transport, Arturs Bergholz. I would like to thank the Chargé d'Affaires of the United States Embassy in Latvia, Bruce Rogers, for being with us. And we are also joined this evening by Judy Garber, Acting Deputy Assistant Secretary of State of the United States. I would also like to recognize the many former United States ambassadors to Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania who are present this evening: In Silinj, Brian Carlson, Keith Smith, Charles Larson, Jr., and Jerry Carmen. Please stand. I would like to invite the members of the Board of Directors of the U.S. Baltic Foundation who are with us this evening to please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Thank you very much. I would like to warmly thank the Embassy of Poland for so graciously hosting an outstanding reception last evening. The Baltic American Freedom League in California issued a proclamation in February this year in solidarity with the Abraham Lincoln Bicentennial, resolving to celebrate the shared values of human rights, rule of law, political and social pluralism, and free market economy that unite freedom-loving people everywhere. These ideas resonate with thoughts from only 100 years ago, when before Estonia existed as a separate nation, my great-grandfather, Mihkel Martna, wrote a definitive book called Estonia, the Estonians and the Estonian Question. The goal was to define why a nation called Estonia should be created and to convince the world of it. He describes the dream of independence for Baltic people who had lived on the same geographic land for many hundreds of years and developed their own language and culture, but lived as serfs under the rule of other larger and more powerful nations, the same nations who are now their neighbors. These Baltic people, though small in number, realized they had a right to be free, to live and work and think for themselves. This premise is still true today. These basic human rights and desires are deeply understood and appreciated in the Baltics, as they are in the United States. This belief is at the root of the bond between us. Balts know that freedom is not free. Balts know how to survive. And Balts dare to dream of possibilities. Today, the USBF honors U.S. and Baltic individuals who have dared to dream and who have created new possibilities in politics, business, and culture. Their achievements echo the goals of the USBF, and we are honored to celebrate with them this evening. It is my great privilege to introduce this evening's Master of Ceremonies, Anita Brickman. Ms. Brickman has served as the co-anchor of the 5 and 11 p.m. newscasts at Washington, D.C., WUSA's 9 News Now since January 2008. Previously, Ms. Brickman was at WPV-TV, the ABC affiliate in Philadelphia, where she began in 1994 as their featured medical reporter. Certainly not lost in her many accomplishments is that she is of Latvian heritage. It is my great honor to turn the program over to Anita Brickman. Anita.